venturing into conspiracy theory land. So Uncle Ivor here is not going to enjoy that. He wanted to come back as a tampon. That's right. You're right. Thank you for mentioning it. He did. He said that. That's actually what he fucking said.
Oh gosh.
You're gonna come back as a penny because God forbid a tampax.
It's also known as Tampongate, a 6 minute. Okay. This is going to be
Sometimes the world is surreal.
all over you and up and down you and in and out, particularly in and out. He replied.
Oh my God, they're having phone sex. Jesus. British phone sex. Oh my God.
So polite.
Wait a second. Is she queen consort or queen concubine? Because let's remember how she and Charles got hooked up, y'all. I mean, let's not be sweeping that little factoid under the rug. I mean, there was some he-ing and she-ing going on when he was still married to Diana. Thank you very much.
I mean, right, but they were both playing away.
Wait, the current king was the one who was married to Diana?
Correct.
You got it.
Who died in 1997, August 31st, 1997. I remember that day vividly. It was like one of those. Do you remember the day, Brian?
I do. I was out on a date that night. We had just stopped off at a bar for a nightcap, and there's a TV above the bar, and it's coming across the chyron on the bottom of the screen that Diana was dead. And by that point, we were both like several sheets in, and it's like, oh my God, Diana's dead.
It's one of those things that stopped the planet.
Yeah, it did. It really did. I mean, everywhere all over the world, when the news broke, it was like, it was just, you didn't know how to take it.
Yeah.
I was 12 when that happened. I mean, I remember kind of knowing of it, but I didn't really know anything about who the people were. I remember seeing her on TV, though. She was always cool.
Beautiful woman. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's also really shocking by who she was married to. I mean, like, that's a...
Right. Let's just be a little bit crude and compare them.
A little? Why so little?
Are you gonna pull this up? Oh golly.
I mean,
now look at that.
I mean, there's age difference here. Let's be fair.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Let's go back.
Yeah, here we go.
This is not working out well for what? Yes, I'm a human.
He got denied.
He's human.
Human. See, look, never been a stunner. However, Lady Diana, the most photograph. Oh, this is a great one. This is the perfect one. Because Lady Diana, because the thing is, she broke protocol by wearing this black dress. And it was a rebellious move to wear the black dress because the only time you were supposed to do that was at certain engagements, namely funerals,
state function,
and other places where you would like to appear as being a slut, where you were approved to do that.
How
usually
dare
there's
you?
no press. Usually private functions where there's no royal press to sort of get in the way. You can wear what you want and dress up as a Nazi as a costume, like Prince Harry did. All that sort of stuff. Because they will, doesn't matter really. It doesn't matter. People dress up as Nazis all the time as costumes, but when a royal does it, it's big news. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Absolutely, I do. He got roasted for it. I'm sorry. Look, these two women, Charles. What were you thinking?
Oh, you should see his those are the love letters that they wrote to each other as well. It was so English and gross. It was like, I just want to live in your knickers.
Oh.
How untoward. He used the word knickers. Oh my word, I feel faint.
What did he say? He wants to be sent back as a fucking... He wants to die and come back as a pair of knickers, as her pair of knickers or something stupid like that. I don't know. Something ridiculous. Something really, really odd. Daniel is the claimant. Oh, you're talking about Brian's video that got pulled down. That was a big deal, and I had known Dodi Fayed in the 80s in New York City.
Really?
Really? Wait, you met Dodi?
Oh my goodness.
That's interesting. Because
That
the
is.
story of Diana, if you're not familiar, Filty, is that they we were venturing into conspiracy theory land. So Uncle Ivor here is not going to enjoy that. He wanted to come back as a tampon. That's right. You're right. Thank you for mentioning it. He did. He said that. That's actually what he fucking said.
Oh gosh.
He said.
Well, maybe it's because he doesn't want to be used all the time. He just wants to be used 1 week out of a month. You know,
Maybe-
he needs some free time to enjoy, the afterlife.
Now,
know?
wait a minute.
my
Now,
God.
hang on now. He only wants to be used 1 week out of the month, or he's only capable of being used 1 week out of the month. There is a big difference.
Yeah, I'd say that. The latter, probably. Thank you for reminding us all. He literally did say those words. And I think there's audio recordings of it. I think there's audio recordings of it. In fact, I might try and find that in a second. Thank you for that, Ivor. Carmen says my roommate model dated him. Dodi Fayed. Oh wow. He was very kind.
Wait, who is Dodi Fayed?
So Dodi Fayed was the son of Muhammad Al Fayed, who was a billionaire and the owner of the major store in the United Kingdom called Harrods. And the royal family was very much against his wealth and influence. I could go into it forever, but like they're a Muslim family, and the Diana was having basically an affair with his son Dodi, who was also in the car with her and the driver Henri Paul on the night of her death. So he died with her,
or murdering.
Right, and
I'm not saying any definites.
Right. Well, that's the story. Is that because she was basically having an affair with him, and then the divorce happened, and the divorce happened in '96, I think, and then
I believe
shortly
that's right.
after, yeah, and then in August 31st, 1997 was the day she died
In
So-
Paris.
in Paris. Yeah, and they try to blame it on Henri Paul, the driver, being drunk, but there's just no evidence that he was drunk at all anywhere. In fact, all the evidence points to the opposite of that.
Well, perchance was Hillary Clinton in the area?
Wait.
Hold
Hold on. You're not saying that Diana was committed arkancide, are you?
Right. So because the thought was that she was pregnant with a Muslim baby, and that may, in some way, affect the lineage to the throne and stuff like that. Even though she was already divorced, and I don't really get it. I don't fully understand the conspiracy theory in that regard. But that is the thought that that Ivor says Diana was yachting. Yeah, well, she was. That's when they got her. That's when they took all those photos with her and Dodi, the paparazzi.
The other thing about how she passed, which makes it all very suspicious. I mean, at the time, Diana was one of the most photographed women in the world, and it would be nothing for her to be chased by paparazzi. I mean, even though she and Dodi would take extraordinary measures to try to have some kind of a normal life, cameras followed her everywhere. Well, on the night she died, she and Dodi got into a car. Henri Paul was driving it. Paparazzi's chasing them. They're flashing cameras. Everybody's driving faster. Everybody's driving faster. They go into a tunnel in Paris. There's interestingly, no cameras. And all of a sudden, Diana's car crashes into a wall, kills everybody, all three of them instantly.
What was the tunnel pont? There's something I'll just say. Paris tunnel. Yeah, it was. Here it is.
Yeah,
it was a bad wreck, and she was injured very, very badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did a recreation of it, did they? The Crown. How fucking tacky. I bet they did an
Yeah.
awful job too.
Probably.
Oh, that's not the real wreck.
No, but it looks a lot like it. It's the same car and everything. I was confused for a moment because I'm like, how did they get that footage of it? Because the real wreck is, you only saw the aftermath of it. It was not good.
Yeah, I kind of remember seeing it on like the news and stuff when it happened.
I'm going to see if I can find that. I'm just going to pull that
Oh,
from
that
the
looks.
thing for a second.
See, I'm on delay. I'm watching from my computer screen instead of the phone.
All right. I'm going to just quickly see. What was it? Charles, Camilla, secret
Ooh, the movie Ronin.
recordings.
Great movie. A lot of people don't like it.
Where is the? I want to
Oh,
hear.
you want to hear the tampon line?
Yeah.
I can't.
Where is it?
My love, I would love to die and come back as your tampon. I will soak up all of the monthly fluids.
Well, here it says, I don't know if this actually because I swear I've heard it before, but it might have been a recreation. Call. Yeah, it was a telephone call, and I swear it was recorded. That's also known as Tampongate, a 6-minute. This is going to be.
Sometimes the world is surreal.
I didn't know this.
Sometimes.
This is gonna.
Sometimes.
Yeah, true.
This was just going to be a stream where I'm like, let's wing it. I'll go on there, complain about how I'm probably not going to do live streams anymore. And then Brian comes and saves the day. I get all sorts of people in my chat, like Christy Mayer and Frank and Grifty and all these people. And now I've got 2 guests talking about Tampongate. This is gripping. Also,
I saw the link on Twitter. Frank posted the link on Twitter. And I was like, I'll go click that.
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, Frank put it out there, and I'm like, "Oh, what the hell? Let's just see where this rabbit hole takes us."
Yeah, but we still don't know yet. Actually, to be fair,
that's the best kind of stream, man.
All right, I'm getting
the only thing we need now is Gino Biscani to just show up out of nowhere, and then
that'd be amazing. I would. Do you know what? That would be incredible. And if Keanu showed up as well, she would just the whole thing would be a riot. So Tampongate, a 6-minute telephone call between Charles and Camilla, was released by the Sunday Mirror in January 1993. The call reportedly took place in 1989 when both parties were married to other people. Now, I really would like an actual audio clip of this.
But who would have recorded that though? In 1989, I mean, recording technology in '89. I mean, you just had Walkmans at that time, so to even record a call.
Yeah, but these are royals. So, like, if there was ever technology that was capable of doing such a thing, it was for that purpose.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like for high societies and like leaders and dignitaries and stuff like that.
Like, Richard Nixon.
But here's my question. I mean, not that I'm like Rico Suave when it comes to the ladies or anything, but for the love of God, I'd like to think I can think of something better to say to a woman than, I want to be the tampon that just, I'm like, really? This is the best you've got, you British simp? That's all? I was like,
yeah. It's pretty.
What exactly is?
Hold on, where is this
1970?
Fucking loser! I don't want to hear you talking about it. No one wants to hear you talking about it. We want to hear it. Camillagate audio.
It was only a matter of time before the tabloids printed what's been circulating in private.
I thought you were going to say tampon. He said tabloids.
You can't print audio. Where's the fucking...
Did you hear that?
I did. I was very shocked. The full transcript of an alleged conversation between the Prince of Wales and Camilla Parker Bowles.
So I think I must be imagining the audio, or it must be a recreation, because it sounds like there was only ever a transcript.
Well, it could be like a Berenstain Bears thing where they, fired up the Super Hadron Collider and changed reality. So it technically might have happened, but it just got changed.
Yeah, like a full-on Mandela effect thing. Well, what
Yeah.
was the
She
extra?
looked drunk in that still.
What's
She did.
that?
She looked like she was in the bag. Go back to
They
that
all
image.
are.
Well, no, go back to that image of Diana in the YouTube clip. Hang on.
Where was it?
She looked like she was half in the bag. Yeah, right there. Does she not look drunk? I'm
Hey,
serious.
we've got Buck Skinner. Welcome. I'm not sure we're familiar with who you are yet, are we? Or is this a?
Who
I
are
can't
you?
hear
And
you.
who are you? And how'd you get in my live stream?
Yeah, well, I put the thing out there. So, welcome, Buck Skinner. Are you like doing those creepy noises on purpose? You sound a bit like Darth Vader, man. Or let me try this again. Welcome, Buck Skinner. How are you today?
Good.
Okay.
Oh.
Good. Yeah, we got somewhere. How are you? Where are you
Oh
calling
shit! I
from? Where are
didn't
you?
realize my mic was on.
We got you now. How you doing? Where are you
Good.
coming from? Are you in the United States?
What'd you say? I had to turn something else down in the background.
Oh, that's
If you
all right.
could be if you could be reincarnated as a lady's tampon, would you do it?
Nah.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Solid choice.
Do you know anything about the King Charles and the Camilla Gate saga where he wanted to become reincarnated as one of her tampons? Are you familiar with this? How old are you? Are you old enough to remember this sort of stuff?
I'm in my 50s. I should be, but no.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, because it was like a very English affair. So you'll be familiar with this, but you remember the. Do you remember? You obviously remember when Diana passed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and because that was like one of those things that stopped the planet. This is kind of what we were talking about before. Were we? I think we were.
Yeah. Well, we talked about Tampongate, then the Berenstain Bears, the fact that they changed the reality so that it disappeared.
Yeah, right. Because I swear that I heard him say it in his Ponzi little accent. Oh, I just really want to come back as a tampon in your knickers, or something like that. I could have sworn he said it.
But I'll be very fair with you. Something like that, if you hear it even once, you don't forget it. So, like, I am almost certain you heard that then. Like, that's not something like, oh, yeah, didn't he say something once? It's like, no, 40 years later, you're like, yeah, that dude said he wanted to be a tampon.
I think we lost our other guest. Why did Tampongate happen? I remember. I want to find the transcript.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, of all the things you could say to a woman that you're trying to woo, really? This is the best you've got?
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked, Brian.
Yeah, but
she's
I mean,
the queen now.
Well, now,
I don't think it worked. I think it worked because of his placement in royalty. I think he could pretty much say anything,
Well, and that sort of begs the question. If this is the best you can come up with, and she just got all over herself about it, does that say you have a problem or she has a problem?
Oh, they both got issues. I'd say they both have fucking issues. I mean, imagine when that came out and the Queen was like, "Oh fuck, the monarchy's over. There's never gonna be. We're done."
Wait. I'm sorry. I could see Queen Elizabeth saying a lot of things. I could never see her or hear her using the word fuck.
Oh, I totally can. She would have given up a great old fuck.
No, wait. Would she have said fuck or would she have said bugger? I could see her doing bugger, but not fuck.
I could see her saying fuck. I could see her saying horrible things.
Yeah, I could just see her although it's
cook the
hard because
children.
when you see candid footage of the late Queen, she is and I actually have met the Queen in person, not conversationally, but I was there to shake a hand,
wow.
and was face to face with her and took photos and stuff. But that was right in front of my apartment in Perth, in Australia, as well. So she came over to hold the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in 2011. It was the last of such meetings that she ever hosted until she handed it over to Wingnut, her son. But yeah, so that's where I got to meet her, and it was a very interesting little moment. But what does Ives say? Only hominoids colonoscopy can. What?
Yeah, he asked the question: if you could come back in your next life, would you come back as a colonoscopy camera?
Oh, he's
Shitty job, if you ask me, but I wouldn't want it.
And hominoid is in reference to another character who is a regular on a different channel that we were all regulars on, and he was quite a character. Let's just put it that way. He also lives in Sydney, and I've met up with him. He's a real character.
You Aussies, you guys are a really interesting lot. Don't get me wrong, I love you, but man, y'all are mental.
We might not even be real, Brian. We could be a closed off set in Arizona. I sort of toy with telling people that from time to time because people really can't know for sure.
Well, isn't there a guy who like truly believes that though, that Australia does not exist? Like he's like dead set on proving it.
There's a lot of people that actually believe that. So I'm kind of steering into that a little bit just to mess with people. But if you think we're fucked up, Brian, I found the transcript.
What?
You're awfully good at feeling your way along. Oh, stop.
Dear God.
Oh, stop. I want to feel my way along you. All over, all over you and up and down you and in and out. Particularly in and out.
Oh my God, they're having phone sex. Jesus. British phone sex. Oh my God.
So polite. Particularly in and out. Oh, that's just what I need at the moment, Camilla says. I know it would revive me. I can't bear a Sunday night without you. Am I doing a good job at the accent?
Oh, you are. That sounds spot
man.
on.
This is Oscar worthy.
Charles goes on. Charles goes on to add that he
Wow.
That he fills up Camilla's tank, stating that he needs her several times a week. He says, "Oh God, I'll just live inside your trousers or something. It would be much easier. Where's the rest of it?" Camilla laughs. "What are you going to do? Turn into a pair of knickers? Are you going to come back as a pair of knickers?" So I got that bit correct. I'm not fucking losing my mind. Charles replies, "Oh God forbid a Tampax. Just my luck. My luck to be chucked down a lavatory and go on and on forever, swirling round and top. Round on the top, never going down." This guy's a fucking weirdo. I'm gonna just call it right now. The king is a fucking weirdo, and I'm kind of glad he stepped back. This is very concerning. Yeah. The pair sign off the call by affirming their love for each other, with Charles telling Camilla, "Your greatest achievement is to love me."
No, Charles's greatest achievement is to speak coherent sentences that actually mean something. What the hell is this damn psychobabble?
Yeah, that is so weird. She replies, "I'd suffer anything for you. That's love. It's the strength of love." Okay.
You're having sex with him. Believe me, sister, you are suffering. I'm telling you, you're suffering. Oh my